This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello my darlings, and welcome to my first build using the brand new Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. We are here, we are in the industrial area of Evergreen Harbour, and I'm obviously going to build a shipping container home because it would be very rude if I didn't. I've always wanted to be able to build a proper shipping container home in The Sims 4. And this is the one that I came up with. It's a 1-bedroom house. It's got its own lovely garden where they can grow everything in the new vertical planters. It's got these amazing shipping container wallpapers that are stunning. And I'm so glad that they've got a copper one. They've got some amazing wallpapers. The windows are stunning. Probably, and I'm going to say this now, probably one of my favorite packs for the build and buy objects. They are absolutely amazing. Now, I know I normally do a full build and buy review. I'm actually going to go about it a little bit differently for this one. So this one here is just a quick little speed build. What we're going to get into after, we're going to go into the actual live mode. And I'm just going to wander around and show you what we did with this build and maybe just point out a few objects that I really like and just take in this area as well a little bit. And then tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm bringing out some room builds. So I'm going to do some separate rooms using all of my favorite objects from the expansion. And I'm going to kind of showcase it that way and sort of show it. I just wanted to try something a little bit different, darlings. So that is what we went and did. But yeah, I love this. I love this pack. It's great. There's a few things that I don't like. As always, I will always give my opinion. I'm free to share my opinion. EA has not bought my opinion just because there's always this, isn't it, with EA Game Changers, that we get our opinions bought because we get free packs and whatnot. That's not the case, my loves. That is not the case. I will definitely be giving my full, unfledged opinion on this pack. With the gameplay, I can't really comment on that very much because I haven't had a chance to play around with it a little bit yet. There's a few things that always annoys me with The Sims 4. Is the fact that they kind of, if I was a new player, they kind of don't hold your hand when you go into gameplay. They just, there you go, you're in the world, you can figure it out for yourself. And you've got to kind of go around and really try and figure it all out for yourself. I wish there was somewhere where they could just like subtly explain what you have to do, maybe steps here and there, but they didn't. I didn't know what I was doing earlier. I had no bloody clue. You'll meet the Sims that I've moved into this place as well. They are absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, look at those wallpapers. We've got loads of new wallpapers, loads of new roof patterns. We've got so many gorgeous build and buy objects that it is untrue. You will die. So just be careful, okay? Because as soon as you see them, you're going to die. And we don't want that because that would be a sad day, wouldn't it? Anyway, this is the garden. This is what the garden is going to be. I'm playing around with the new fences. Those fences come in short, medium, and high height, in all neutral tones and swatches. The swatches are great with this pack. There's a few swatches here and there on some of them, but I'm a bit like, you don't fit in with this. I don't know what you're doing here, but you don't fit in. But yeah, this is just a short little speed build. I think the speed build itself is like 14 minutes long. But as I said, we're going to go in. I'll introduce you to the beautiful couple that we've got moving in here. And I'll go around and just show you the objects and we'll play around with them. Because some of them I haven't even touched yet. I've not even touched like the fizz maker thingy-mabob. I'm unsure if we'll be able to do that today because I think you have to get fruit. And I'm sure I have not got any fruit on this lot yet, even though I have got vertical gardens and stuff. But yeah, stunning. Look at those doors. Look at them. Look at those bloody doors. They are stunning. Do you know the one thing that really annoys me? They're amazing big glass sliding doors, but they just kind of open and close. There's no way of like opening the door and having a setting where you can leave the door open so your Sims can sit there with the big door open. Oh, I really hope there's some mod creators out there. In fact, I'm going to get hold of Harry and ask her to do that. Make them open and keep them open. That's the mantra. It really is. But yeah, this is the back garden area. So it's got this like little decking area. It's got that amazing like awning. Like it's like a steel pillar. What do they call them again? Steel pillars? Steel girders. That's it, girders. With this like amazing like glass like top, but it all comes in different patterns and stuff. They are absolutely amazing. These are the new vertical gardens. I'm in love with these. They are absolutely amazing. They come with new seeds as well. So specific vertical garden seeds, even though you can, from my experience, you can plant the normal herbs and stuff in them as well. But I love them. The swatches, that's this, like I'm going in and comparing now, but I loved the island living stuff, the aesthetics, but I found the swatches just didn't marry in with each other, or there wasn't enough neutral ones to be able to put with something else a little bit more neutral. So I struggled with that. With this one, it comes in some warmer wood tones, just like the Island Living does, but there were also a lot of neutral ones and light tones as well, like timbers and stuff, which I just thought was stunning. Now, when I was first building this as well, I was like, I'm going to give it a limited pack. We're going to use 1 or 2 packs, maybe just base game. And then I was... my imagination takes hold, and you guys who are regulars to my channel, you know where my imagination takes me, and it's to the land of... yeah, to the land of vagina na. But, yeah, my imagination took over, and I was just like, this goes with this, this goes with this, like the obviously the beehives, and what else did I get out? The clothesline, the wash bucket, even though I got rid of that wash tub because it was just not happening. The Sims sit there for 2 hours and wash their knickers, and I cannot, no, stop it. Is there a way in gameplay you can make that go faster? I bet there is. I bet there is. Those are those little weird bug things as well. I didn't want to get those worm things, so I think I chose like crickets and some kind of beetle. And what they do, they make like a biofuel. I don't think I need them for this lot, because for this lot, I was going more on the lines of it being kind of solar and wind powered and not using any kind of fuel. So I just got them out just to test them and see what the gameplay was. Loved it. Love these new dividers as well with that little ivy detail. Oh, c'est magnifique. Once again, my amazing French is coming into play. You are welcome, by the way. That, I forgot to breach on that. That's the juice. That's the juice machine, that thing there. Or the fizzy machine. I don't know what it is. I think we're going to go and make some plonk for the Sims to get absolutely off their tits. And I am absolutely here for it. Completely am. But I really wanted the downstairs. We're going to go into the interior in a minute. I wanted the downstairs to be completely open plan. And there's one thing that is my favorite object that came with this pack. I always get like at least 1 or 2 most favorite objects. And my most favorite one for this one was the wood burner. Like, we have needed a wood burner in The Sims 4 since it started. And we've got one now. And I'm very happy. I'm a happy gay. I really am. I absolutely love it. That was another thing as well. The flower arranging table I thought went really well with this house. I was just like, I can imagine them doing that kind of thing as well. So yeah, I brought that out into the picture. And then I started pulling more stuff out because I was thinking of my Sims personalities. One of them is really creative and she's a painter. So obviously I needed to get all of these canvases. Look at that beautiful portrait of that woman in that canvas. That object is amazing. I've already seen Harry say that she wants to kind of separate them, I think. So she may be doing that because there's a beautiful modern painting on the back that leans against the wall. And there's a missed opportunity there. So I think she's going to get that one out. Obviously going to be putting the brand new dumpster in there because I want to see some dumpster woohoo. I'm just about to say something rude then, shouldn't. But yeah, well, I definitely want to see that in the gameplay. So into the interiors. So I wanted everything in here to be kind of just like cladded over with wood. I wanted this real natural tone on the inside to really pay kind of a complete mirror opposite to the outside being this industrial area. So I used the new wood flooring, which is the best wood flooring in the game now, I will say that, and this gorgeous new wood paneling. There's came with so many wallpapers as well that are just going to be so useful. There's one copper clad wallpaper that has got the most beautiful like reflection and stuff on it. It is stunning. So I cannot wait to do some more modern houses building with that, which they will be coming this week as well. I'm definitely going to be getting another speed build out this week, so using the new pack, I've got some ideas here and there, so keep an eye out for that one, my darlings. This little area here that I'm doing is like a little side office. So the side office is, this big glass door is not the main entrance. The main entrance is just behind, yeah, in that area there off to the left, and that's kind of under a canopy towards at the front. But I just loved how that fit. I really did. So this is going to be the little living room area. You can see that is the wood burner right there. Oh, it's an absolute dream. It really is. And it comes with a sexy new chimney as well. The chimney is gorgeous. One thing that I really was annoyed about with this pack. Oh, I also had to change that coffee table as well because it was I sized that coffee table down. It's usually a lot bigger. And they couldn't get into the wood burner to put it on because obviously the footprint is still there. But yeah, one thing that annoyed me with this pack is it didn't come with any kitchen counters. I was just like, really? This would have been a perfect pack to get in a new kitchen. And I know that they're hard to make because of the amount of objects that you have to do with them. But this is an expansion pack. I would have expected a kitchen counter and some new kitchen cupboards in this pack. I was a bit disappointed with that, won't lie. Little bit fuming. But the base game one does fit in with it, and that's why they did use that in all of their kind of advertisements and stuff and their adverts, because it's the perfect color, and it is the perfect color for this pack because it blends in very well with all the other swatches and stuff. Oh, didn't even breach on the subject of ladders. This is the ladder that came with this pack. There is another ladder that comes with the base game kind of update that we had. I haven't even spoke about the base game update, but we'll speak about that when we go into a little bit of gameplay in a minute. But my God, moving those windows. Oh, très chic, c'est magnifique. I'm so... Oh, pardon. I'm so sorry. This is the upstairs bedroom, so you obviously have to get up to the ladder up to this upstairs bedroom, but I love it. It's got its own big terrace area where they're growing their herbs and stuff. Again, keeping that really wood aesthetic going on in here. So lots of browns. Still got a few details to add in here. But I really wanted to free up space in the house to be able to put the candles down. Because you can make candles in this expansion as well now. So I made sure to free up a little bit of space. And just keep a few little areas here and there where I can put those candles down. Cannot wait to see what the world looks like once you go through with all of the community kind of pull togethers to make this a beautiful eco area and stuff. I know that does happen with more gameplay and more advocacy and stuff, which I'm not, as I said, I'm not the one to come and ask about that because I have no idea. I'm just like you guys, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to learn it and I'm going to be a genius on the subject by the end of this week. That is a complete lie, but I will try my best. I will. So we're obviously out onto this little terrace area here. I really love those new benches with the grass detail at the back. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I'm here for it. I really am. But I also wanted this area to have a little bit more gameplay as well. So I do go up and put in the planter boxes and stuff so the Sims can grow more stuff up on this level. And I like that. I like that idea of being able to come up here not just to sleep. They can come up here and hang out and stuff. It's got good views. Look at that view. I'd be more than happy with that. But this area still is polluted at the minute, so the Sims keep getting the moodlets where they are choking on pollution. So we do need to help that. We do need to help them. We very much do. But we will. We're on to the last little bit now. So the bathroom. Like these bathroom objects, they're a little bit cartoony for me. I did want to use them in this build because it would have been rude if I didn't. But yeah, they're okay. We'll have a closer look in a minute once we go into kind of gameplay mode, and we'll have a little wander around and see what other things we've got going. But yeah, I like it. I think this is where it's going to end now. I think this is where the video is going to end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly switch over to live mode and we're going to have a wander around the area. Maybe play with a few of the objects, see what they do. And yeah, see you in just a sec. So here we are, my darlings, into gameplay. Let's get the sound going, shall we? So this is the house that I created using all of the new stuff. Well, some of the new stuff. Love the new freezes. I absolutely love that steel beam. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Obviously, these new windows where we can whop around wherever we may wish now. Obviously, I need my move objects cheat on because I haven't got it on, but it does work, I promise you. This is obviously the new wind turbine that goes up. This helps with your eco footprint. This also helps with your power and stuff, which I love. I don't know about that just yet. I really don't. This little area, obviously, out here is where we put the bins and the recycling machine that we're going to be using. It does have access from the garden using this little fence, this little gate or door, whatever you may call it. We're going to introduce you to these new beautiful Sims now, my dear. Now, this here is Miss Yasmin Edge. She is an absolute stunner. I absolutely love the new hair. I love this. I've had this haircut myself. It's quite similar now, actually, but not as similar because I'm having to cut this myself because, you know, quarantine. And her, I forgot what I've called her girlfriend. That is so rude of me. What are you called again? Sorry. Excuse me. Come back here. Alexis Morgan. Alexis Morgan. So these two beauts are living in this place. So I'm going to take you for a little tour around. So we've obviously got this. This is that awning that I was telling you about with the glass kind of roof. Love that. It is cutting into a few places where I've placed it, but I'm just going to pretend that it was built like that. Who's at the door? That's Yasmin's brother. That's Yasmin's brother. Go and let him in. This is Yasmin's brother, by the way. He's hot. We can't see him yet. We'll wait until he comes in, but let's go and invite him in. So obviously, yeah, this is the little decking area coming through. I actually put the washing machine outside. You know, I said I got rid of that washing like tub. Yeah, we actually got rid of it and put it outside. This is like a rainwater collector. I don't know how to work this yet, but I've put it in because I just thought, you know, it's new. May as well. Obviously, I breached on the subject of the fizzy machine. These are the vertical gardens. I absolutely love them. This is going to be a grapevine, I think. Are these growing already? Parsley. Soy plant. Loves it. What else have we got here? I think that is it predominantly for this little area. Let me just have a scan through. This is obviously the candle making station. Love it. Love the new sink. That is so cool. The only problem is I wish it didn't come with this hose pipe on it because we could have used that in bathrooms and stuff. And this is predominantly looking like it only goes outside, which is a bit meh. Now, this is a decorating object. I really wish that this was a station where they could still make flowers and stuff. But I love it anyway. It is nice to have out in gardens and things. But yeah, I really wish that they allowed us to have that as just a normal object, like to be able to use it. I would have liked that. Let's have a look how all these doors work anyway. Look at look, I wish we could just press a button now and keep them open, but they slide closed. Just relax down there, darling, in the shade, my darling. Now obviously this is that little nook I was telling you about, the little office nook where they can get all of their campaigning and stuff done. I love that. Love, 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 love that new dresser. Look at that. That is stunning. Love that new like wall planter as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, I'm going to be using my bookshelf from base game because it's still my favorite bookshelf. And I love this object, but it's only shelving. I was like, oh damn, I really wish that I could have used this as a bookshelf. Maybe if you put books on it, it would work because you can just use the stack of books now from base game. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. We might try that. I mean, I don't even need to explain that, do I? Look at this. Look at it. And look at all the swatches it comes in. It even comes in a really, really gorgeous copper swatch. Well, a couple of copper swatches. Oh, look at that. Is that book floating? How is that book floating? That book's floating. Why is that book floating? Is it because there's the sim about to use it? Maybe. But anyway, they've got a lighter, like golden, like brass looking one. They've got so many lovely swatches on this. Like, oh, but I just went for the Generic dark black. I just thought it was stunning, so we kept it for that. Right, we need to find out why that book is floating. No, that book is just literally floating. How is it floating in that? Who's he talking to? Oh, thought he was talking to ghosts. Right, that's weird. Anyway, new sofa. Love the new sofa. Love this new object as well. This little cheeky pot with a few little reeds of grass or something in. I love that. I think that's so cute. So cute. I mixed it up with these island living chairs. I just thought the aesthetics of it just suit perfectly in here. Obviously, this is a base game kitchen. I did breach on that. Yeah, it's not happy with that. And I haven't put anything up on the shelves yet in here, but maybe that can fill up the more they craft because they can get crafty. They can get crafty now. Love this new object here as well. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. That can, like, I just put it in the inside. Not really keen on this door in here. I do like this door, but I think that looks more like an exterior door, so I may change that. I just wanted to use it because it was new. But yeah, these like they are nice. I just find them just a little bit too cartoonish. I like them. I love the aesthetic. The aesthetic that the Sims are going for lately is they're getting it right. And I know they want to kind of get in with this like whimsical kind of sort of, you know, video game-esque like edge to it. But I would have preferred to have seen, I don't know, just something a bit more aesthetically pleasing. And the toilet's very round, isn't it? Yeah. Rip to anybody with a bigger bottom, because I don't think you're going to be able to aim properly in there, sweeties. I don't think you will. Obviously got this new dining table with these gorgeous new dining chairs. They make, I think it's supposed to be like plywood, where they've like stacked the wood on top and like crafted it themselves. Love that aesthetic. I am here for it. New little shelf that I put around here as well. Up with some steel girders. I know it cuts in, but I'm just going to pretend that it doesn't. Love it. We are there for that. Have we got anything else to look out down here? No, I don't think we have. Obviously, new sun lounges as well. New plants. This cute little object as well. If I've been asking for something like this in game for ages. Just a nice little drink-like thing. I love that. This is obviously the entrance coming in through this way. So I put it like underneath the actual garden from the top with the new front door on. Love the new exterior door. I think that is gorgeous. There's lots of other exterior doors as well. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, up to the top. We'll have a little nose into the bedroom area. So this is the bedroom that I came up with. I think it's, I won't stretch out that far actually. It's a bit too stretchy. So I just love it. Again, I wanted to keep this very natural looking. I also wanted it to kind of have a mirror image on each side. So very symmetrical on each side. This bed goes perfectly with those, which I can't remember where they come from actually. These side tables, I don't tend to use them because, you know, they're 6 foot. They're from Season. So I like that this bed ties in with that quite nicely. I think that's a very cute little touch. These windows are obviously gorgeous. I wanted them at quite a low level so they could maybe open up the windows, if they could open up the windows and let this big draft coming through to clear the air. And using the new windows as well. These are new windows. They're not base game. They've actually got a much thinner frame to them, which I prefer so much more. I've said that so many times, but I do. I prefer it. I didn't even breach on the new lights. We're going downstairs to look at the new lights downstairs because they look better there. And because I used them in a copper, and we're all for a bit of copper. Where are you? There they are. Look at those new lights. Oh, practically moist, I tell you. Yeah, I love them. Love the new lights. Oh, we nearly got a face chopped off by the turbine then. Not a good look. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Everything in here is basically new, apart from obviously this here, which came with cats and dogs, and the side tables and those mirrors. But there are other objects that you could have used here. I just wanted to try and mix up the packs to see what would go well with everything. Now, out onto the little terrace area. I think this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. With views all over. I mean, come on, that's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. So we'll have a little wander around this area now, just so I can kind of show it off a little bit. You can make your Sims go up onto all of this. And I know that this does change in time. So the more you actually help out with the eco footprint, this does change into these waters become clear and the greenery become more green. And there's a lot less trash and stuff lying about. Whoever did the kind of world objects, the trash placing and stuff, congratulations, because it's amazing. And also, whoever built this build, this is probably the best pre-existing lot I've ever seen in The Sims 4. How amazing is that? It's obviously a shipping container, but it's got its own crane. The crane is a bedroom, by the way. Hello. There's a bedroom at the top of this crane. I think that's amazing. And a little toilet down the bottom here, I think, as well. Love these new windows as well. These new windows kind of like latch onto the corners. They're gorgeous. Absolutely here for them. Imagine like going for a pee or a poo at the bottom of a crane. But I mean, look at the detail in this. I've never seen a more detailed, beautiful, pre-existing EA lot. So whoever built this on the Sims team, congratulations, because it's just astounding. And I hope to God that you keep this up, because some of the other pre-existing builds, I don't want to get bitchy, but they were awful. They were. I'm sorry, but they were. But yeah, this is obviously like the decking area going all the way around. And obviously all of this trash and stuff starts to clear up the more you do for the community, the more things that you can do. And by doing that, I think you get influence points by going up to Sims and sort of talking to them and asking their advice and stuff. And as I say, I'm not going to go into gameplay too much because I do not know it at all. Oh yeah, for example, this build here. Yeah, I know this is supposed to be a fixer-upper. This does get better in time. You can choose for what this can be, like community lot-wise. So yeah, we'll definitely tackle these. I think what we'll do is refurb a lot of the builds, the pre-existing builds for this. And I might even do that like over the next like coming like couple weeks, is slowly start to make this just look a little bit better than this through gameplay, but also through build and buy. I think that'd be the best way to go. But I just love it. I do love this area. I do love this. Obviously, this is another place where you could make this into residential. I'm not sure if it is residential. No, this is a bar. Okay. Well, you could make that into a residential lot yourself if you wanted. I've just had lots of thoughts. Lots of thoughts about what I could do there. Love that. But yeah, this is just one of the areas. We'll have a little look at some of the other areas tomorrow when I go and do the room builds that we were saying. Oh my God, that sunset. That is gorgeous. Where's my build? I'm looking on my monitor this side. Oh, there we are. That's a lovely vision to leave on, isn't it? I've probably had my ring light reflecting in my glasses this whole way, but I needed my glasses today, my loves. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Just a little taste of what's to come. I'm really excited for you guys to get this pack. Thank you so much to EA as well for sending me an early access copy. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with some more room builds, and we'll have a look at the other worlds and see what other builds that EA have already done. And then obviously Let's Build Newcrest will be back this week as well. We've still got Mrs. Higginbottom's house to finish. I've done a few tweaks to that as well, especially with the new window update. Honestly, it made me moist. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Leave me some lovely comments in the comment box below. As always, I will try my hardest to reply to you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.